The last step in Module 2 is to consider how emotion affects conflicts. Emotions generally drive conflicts. Intense emotions often generate emotions on the other side, even if they weren't there originally. There are many ways we can deal with emotions in conflict. Let's look at a few. First, we can recognize and understand emotions. Denying that emotions exist is not helpful. Even when we present a very calm, emotionless exterior, we are likely feeling strong emotions internally. Second, we can make emotions explicit and acknowledge them as legitimate. When we voice our own emotions or voice our understanding of how others may feel, and acknowledge that these feelings are legitimate, we can reduce some of the anxiety that comes with negative emotions. A parent who says, "Your feelings are perfectly normal," or "It is completely understandable that you are upset right now," can diffuse a tense situation. Third, we can avoid reacting to emotional outbursts. Strong emotions in others can provoke equally strong reactions in ourselves if we let them. Other important ideas to consider in managing emotion are self-awareness, compassion, and courage. Self-awareness does not mean being self-centered. Self-awareness has to do with being aware of our own actions and how they impact others. It is about learning to be less reactive and more intentional. Self-awareness is especially important when we are experiencing strong emotions. Showing compassion to others is helpful in all situations, but is especially helpful when the other party in a conflict is feeling a strong emotion. Taking the time to listen and try to understand can go a long way in building goodwill and breaking down barriers. We will talk more about listening in Module 4. Finally, it is important to have the courage to be vulnerable in sharing our emotions with others. We may have been taught that showing emotions or sharing our feelings with others is a bad idea or a show of weakness. But being strong enough to share your authentic self with others takes great courage and displays great strength. A last method for dealing with emotions is the XYZ method. In this method, you articulate emotions by following this model. When you do X, I feel Y. What I want instead is Z. Let's look at an example of this. When you don't respond to emails, I feel cut off. Instead, I would like to email or talk regularly. What about you? Stop the video here and think about a situation in which the XYZ approach might be productive. Understanding emotion is an important part of constructing conflict by understanding ourselves and others.